And he became so upset that he took his badge off, threw it across the room, and told me he was going to effing kill me.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
nhliberty.org. nhliberty.org.
He was insulted to be aced up. B, taken that the trooper actually ran his information, and he went so far as to tell some other officers and even myself that he was going to make a copy of his license and registration so the trooper would never forget him again and leave it at his mailbox at Troop A here in Effing. I told him he would not do so. I later found out he disseminated a letter that the trooper wrote regarding that incident to many police departments on the Seacoast, Bedford PD, and the like, for judgment. On July 25th, 2005, Officer Bradley Jardis was running license plates in the parking lot of the strip mall by Applebee's. He was running random license plates. He found that one of the plates came back suspended because the registered owner had outstanding fines and there was a warrant for his arrest. He went to Blockbuster Video and asked if anyone owned the vehicle he just ran the plate on. They said they didn't know which car he was talking about and suggested he try somewhere else. He went to Supercuts and went into the door, did not go inside, but pretty much opened the door and said, "Who owns this red car out here?" And the hairdresser said, "It belongs to my husband." Brad told her, and in his statement, which I have here, told her that he needs to take care of the fine because there was a warrant out for his arrest. While she was cutting somebody's hair, while there were people in there patronizing Supercuts for judgment. He was counseling all these things. They felt he had released unsubstantiated information from internal documents within the police department. So I want you to wish you welcome back to work. I hope it works out for you. Have any problems, you can contact me. He said, "I will use my chain of command." He's pretty, I thought, sharp about it. And he said that this situation, quote unquote, will get worse. I thought that was inappropriate. On October 29, 2009, Exhibit A, before you, this is Exhibit B. Steve Soares was asked if he stood by the. He said that officers told, drawn by Sergeant Gallagher, to exploit it to the media and internet sites in an attempt to prove he was being harassed. Soares felt that the picture was placed on Officer Jardis' locker in April of 2008. Not even once until now did he ever mention or complain about it. In fact, Officer Soares considered Officer Jardis to be the quote-unquote ringleader in normal locker room banter. He also said Officer Jardis covered over Officer Soares' locker name with a Valtrex advertisement. Valtrex is an anti-inflammatory cream used to treat herpes. There were inappropriate drawings of male genitalia that was drawn by Officer Jardis. Officer Jardis referred to Officer Soares as quote-unquote Dick Soares, instead of Steven Soares. They think to be an email instead. Is it always the best way? No, but sometimes the only way.
Also, if you go into the letter, I believe it says that in the second part,
Is a personal issue that is turned into a personnel issue. And I'm going to try to paint a picture of how this happened. To start off with, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a police officer over 11 years, and in my time here, when I started in April of 2001, I feel I've done a lot of good. I've run the department's Explorer Post. I recently started the Effing Police Twitter project in efforts to try to keep the public more informed of things that are going on, which is this claim that I intentionally botched a drug raid. First off, I would argue that if an officer actually did that, that would be a crime. And also, the lieutenant, when he submitted this to the chief, he asked the chief that I be subject to a polygraph examination, and the chief obviously discredited Lieutenant Wallace's assertions because he dropped this and let this go. To have a police officer intentionally interfere with an investigation of any kind would be a serious offense. And if this was taken by the chief to be a serious offense, I think I would have been long gone a long time ago. Vehicle crash that took place actually on Jacobs Well Road. What's interesting about that is this motor vehicle crash, I elected not to arrest the gentleman who was driving because he passed his field sobriety tests. He failed the preliminary breath test. He blew, I think it was a .116 or 118. I did not arrest him because the preliminary breath test is not reliable. And in fact, I was disciplined for that, and we had an appeal in front of the board to the task for one solid example where I've ever told a lie to anybody about anything. And I guarantee you he can't come up with one. That is just absolutely false. I joined law enforcement against prohibition in around 2004, and immediately the chief voiced his displeasure with me about it. He has told me since that I've been the topic of conversation at the Police Standards and Training Council, where he is sitting county police chief on more than one occasion. He has also told me that former Attorney General Kelly Ayotte has confronted him about the fact that I work for him and that I'm a member in this group. I'm in this group because it's something I believe in and it's something I care about. And last I checked, when you became a police officer, you don't give up your rights to participate in democracy. In this clique, Lieutenant Wallace is in. This clique is known, and if you launch a separate investigation independent of the current administration, it will substantiate that there is a group of officers that is known as the Hey Kid Club. Lieutenant Wallace is a member of that. Many people in this group dislike me. And why do they dislike me? Because I'm a member of law enforcement against prohibition. One of the members of the Hey Kid clique one night got into a heated argument with me about how I was investigating or handling a restraining order issue. And he became so upset that he took his badge off, threw it across the room, and told me he was going to effing kill me. And then he challenged me to fight him in the back parking lot. To his credit, later in the morning, he did apologize. I informed Chief Dodge about this incident, but I never heard back from him. I don't know if the chief conducted any investigation into it or not.
Yellow.